Welcome back, my little children, for the final week of the LDL review. Of course, there will be playoffs right after this, which have already been finished, so I'll be watching those right after this. It'll be a different video, though. They probably should go up at around the same time. This one will go up first, obviously. And, only going to be 6 videos this week. I mean, six battles this week, because I already covered the Vessel versus Mr. Rufio battle. And of course, mine has its own video, which I already output. And I'm going to try to go through these a little quicker than usual, not as much stopping, specifically because I have to turn off my loud AC for this, and it's like 100 degrees outside, so it's already heating up in here. So I'll just get it started right here. Gaio Sun versus Penguin here. Iron Treads leads immediately into Kiram, takes only 57 Earth Power. Iron comes without to deal 62. Could be like Eevee Treads into super offensive, maybe Specs Kiram, or just could be just a regular like Kiram set. Whereas more just HP invested Iron Treads, because obviously this Kiram went first here. I don't think it's Scarf. That was out to the Ox on the Charizard. Good play, as Iron Tread could have been on the Psycho Boost. Does not get taken down by that, unfortunately. But Focus Blast is able to come in right after and KO the Treads. Nixiuckus comes in on this thing, probably just going to get a passage because this team's removal is superior. But just goes for screens, which is fair enough because Lilligant could absolutely win this game. Zerp goes for sub though, as Safeguard comes out from Deoxys trying to prevent glares from coming out, which means definitely Lilligant is going to try to sweep with this. This is Coil Serp. See if this is Victory Dance. I'm not sure if Triple Axe will be able to take this down, depending on if it only gets one hit, doesn't even break the sub. Bit unfortunate there. What comes out here? One hit again. But it is only Bullet Seed on Serp. It doesn't have some weird like Aerial Ace or something. So Lilligant looks like as long as Reflex stays up, it will be able to take this down. There's a skill shot here, but it will still be slower than this. So maybe Triple Axle with the defense drop will be able to take this down right afterwards after the attack boost. See, 1 hit, 2 hits, and the third 42 barely misses out on the Gale. But Lilligant, of course, can't just go for a grass move here, and will probably take it out with Leaf Blade. And obviously Lilligant in an absolutely insane spot right here. Let's see if it has a move for Victini. It doesn't only SCC, as Victini able to lift out with these. Only goes for U-turn though, does not go for a fire move or anything, so it might come down to a roll later on, because I'm not sure how much damage CC would regularly do with Victini. But he still doesn't take it down. Definitely in range of Blue Fairy would definitely take that thing out. As Charizard actually gets a pretty free DD on it, as Victini goes for Final Gambit, does a nice 8%. Kiram comes in on it, but it looks like at this point Charizard should be able to take it home. Draco comes out. I mean, another DD seems a bit greedy to me, because I think you should be faster than Zygarde unless it's Scarf already. And Vaporeon does not 1v1 Charizard, really. But either way, Zartnex managed to take this down. We'll see if this is E-Speed on the Zygarde, but it isn't. As Vaporeon comes in instead, gets taken down by Thunder Punch. And Charizard managed to take it home. Cool first game. I like seeing the Safeguard Deoxys for the possible glare, but this is a very different set than expected with the Coil Bullet Seed Scale Shot. It is a cool set, but without leftovers, these subsets, they kind of just wear themselves down really quickly. Definitely could have put in work though if you weren't up against like Screens Elegant though, so I'm really like seeing that. Here is thank God Silver has a different team now for Season 3. This is kind of like a very, very bulky stall versus stall battle. Of course, we have the kind of unbreakable Pex and Quag here, which seems like they kind of just wall like this whole team combined. But in return, this Skeletor is also a humongous threat to this team in general, so start out with Lele immediately leading into Clodsire. If this is like Payapa Berry, go for Gunk Shot or something. This Payapa just goes for rocks though. I would have really liked to see, like with these weakness berries, I normally like to use them to just grab a an important KO. Like getting rid of Lele here, if this did have Gunk Shot on Clodsire, would have been very huge. Of course this could be like defensive, could also have the Poison Berry in return to try to deal with like Crobat or something, but either way, Guja comes in on this, takes 27 from that Side Shock. So Exciter Ball comes out from the Guja. It's basically nothing to Quag. As Earthquake comes out in return on the carts. Earthworm comes in, which means that it is almost certainly just going to be like Iron Press. Goes for it versus Gilders, which means that this is going to get a free attack off here. Torch Song gets a special attack boost. If this is like sub, this can definitely win versus Toxapex. Just goes for Earth Power though, does not take it down. It goes for Toxic. Another power comes out as Quagsire will be able to kind of sell out the Skeledirge. Shadow Ball does actually crit though, might just take that out, which is kind of big because Skeledirge should be able to take, I think, like one more KO at least. But Shadow Ball right here. Just switches out the Clef though on the U-turn. As Pex comes in, tries to get some more regen. Clef goes for Calm Mind right here. This Peck goes for the Recover. We'll see if it does have Haze. Thunderbolt does 47. Toxic comes out, as this is Magic Guard on the Clef. A little more Calm Mind. This could be physical. The crossbow it is, but Iron Head only does 36 in return. Is this no Moonblast on Clef? Iron Head still not seeing any flinches. DD comes out, as another big crit comes through. No more chip on Clef, this thing's at full HP now. Pex comes back in, but 6 takes 65, goes for Haze here. Kind of forced to switch out, so I think Clef can just get a free Calm Mind here. It's fine if it just attacks. I'm assuming last move has to be Flamethrower then. It's running no stab. Side Shock will do 38, this is physically defensive, looks like. And it can't just heal up here. At this point, yeah, Lily's kind of fishing for a crit, but once Psychic Terrain goes away, then that won't even matter. Because we only have one more chance for a crit right here. And actually, at this point, it won't even matter, because it just heals up back to full anyway. Let's roll one Calm Mind here. And it should probably be over to Cliff, I think, as it is Flamethrower. Aqua Berry manages to live the hit, but will it do anything back? I've got the leftovers is nice, but I think it's too late for that. The Tapu Lele won't be able to get anything done. With all that rock ship, this should definitely be into a KO range from a Thunderbolt or Flamethrower or whatever. It's a crit here. As a return crit comes right back out and manages to take down the Tapu Lele. Mienshao should be able to revenge kill it. It does not have like Poison Jab behind it actually. It goes for HAK. Managed to land 2 in a row, but it's just Xiao and Pex left. And Pex, if this Crobat has Brave Bird, it should be over. Yes. Okay. And this is like Kobo Berry? No, it should still lose to Skelders, and if it's Kobo Berry, yeah. Iceberg managed to take out Silver. Very, very cool game. Of course, got a bit lucky there with some of the crits. But I definitely like to see this Clefable set put in work with the Calm Mind, T-Bolt, Flamethrower, no stab on this. Of course, that's probably off the back of Quagsire being taken down. This, with Unaware, you would have been kind of at a stalemate here between these two mons. I think Quagsire would win the PP war with Earthquake shipping this thing down a lot more, forcing it to use more soft boils. In that way, meaning that Lele would be able to eventually take it down. Next up, Arrakis versus Juicy. Start this thing out. Coco into Cinderace immediately leads. Cinder immediately swap into Gliscor, getting Poison Heal. As Coco just goes for the U-turn into Porygon 2. Looks like it's going for an Ice Beam here. Slowking comes in to scout that. Takes an Ice Beam with ease. Discharge comes out this 43 as I'm assuming Future Sight Teleport. Future Sight comes out, Gliscor comes hard in, which is a bit of a like ballsy predict considering that Gliscor I think is very, very important versus this team. And letting it die, like I'd rather just risk the discharge crit. I think that Slowking is a lot less valuable versus this team than Gliscor. But we see a lot of doubles. Yeah, it goes into Cinderace on the try attack. You're just forced to take a lot of these, make a lot of these predicts, and now like look at your team, your Gliscor's half HP, your Cinderace is almost dead, and probably gonna scout just for a high jump kick here. He goes into Moth here, takes 40 hit, that's a ton, but Moth is not very physically defensive. I don't think that's banned. Goes for a Morning Sun here, heals up, as Remote comes in on the Slowking. Goes for a nice sub here on the Future Sight and scouts for Flamethrower. Misses Leaf Storm, unfortunately. As Flamethrower plus Future Sight probably going to take this out. Yeah, Remote unfortunately gets taken down here. I don't think Slowking would have died the way they're leaving it in, but definitely it would have gotten a lot of chip, which would be very useful. Because Gliscor comes in on Coco, gets a bit of recovery, but Porygon 2, the threat back in. Able to go for Try Attack for virtually free. Gliscor actually misses Toxic, but unfortunate. Managed to live the hit too. Slowking taking 24 from this. Will not die to discharge, so it stays in here. Gets fully paired though. Goes with the Future Sight. Probably another Try Attack can come out. Recover actually. Yeah, which is why missing that Toxic probably big annoyance, but Gliscor gets taken down, which means that depending on the Iron mod set, this could be really big trouble. Because obviously Cinderace is one of the few mods that's faster on this team, already very, very low. It's crit by high jump kick though, so that's very big. Coco forced to come in, take that HAK damage. Goes Thunderbolt here, no more ground type on this team, gets a full pair, which is actually very big because Gleam going to be able to take this out in return. Whereas if it could have been like Scarf Earth Power, it could have possibly taken out Coco. Porygon 2 comes in on the Pyro Ball, gets taken down in 2 hits. Scizor comes in to go for the with the Bullet Punch. Buzzwole comes in as a helmet. I'm not sure if this dies with the Wing Beat, but I think Buzzwole loses 1v1, even if this is like Curse or SD, so it just goes for a U-turn though. And Iron Moth comes in here. Slowking comes in, but because it is paralyzed, this is very, very huge. Iron Moth can definitely kind of try to win this 1v1. The discharge actually does not take it. I would have expected more of a Morning Sun there, but Coco gets rid of Slowking, which doesn't really matter at this point because Slowking only needed for Iron Moth. So it comes in on Mawile. This has to be Fire Fang then. You turn into Coco immediately. His play revises, which is really unfortunate. Is this no Roost, no do Wing Beats versus this team? Either way, Thunderbolt able to get some really, really nice chip here. And that means that Iron Boulder can kind of try to take this home. Cobra Berry lets it live that. It's obviously faster than Cinderace, but this could have Sucker Punch. Goes for a Zen Head, but it's not mixed with Psychic, which means that this has to flinch. It does not, but if this Scizor was doing it the whole time it was hiding it, then it could still win for sure. Never mind, Buzzwole's faster, which means the helmet... No? It does have Roost. U-turn, okay. So what in the world is the last move then? What could this possibly be if not Wing Beats? Defog, interesting. Okay, I'll skip a few turns, like... okay, this is pointless. Just let it die, man. Let it go. It's over. Thank you. So the Scizor manages to be taken down. It is Defog though. If it was the Wing Beats or SD or literally anything, that would have been able to easily just 1v1 Buzzwole. Like, if you're doing Wing Beat and SD, then or Curse, then you 1v1 every single puzzle set, I believe. If you are just SD, no doing Beat, then Bulk Up can probably be 1v1, but other than that, I don't know, Scizor should always beat Puzzle, because looking at this team, that was like the only kind of mon that really dealt with efficiently, like Iron Boulder kind of deals with, but not too great, so it kind of deals with Water Mode too, but next up, we have Gronko with the Eevee. Yeah, we'll see if this can actually do something. I'll be really surprised if it does, but this team notably has no normal resist, so we'll see how it goes. Brian Hands leads into Rillaboom. My horsepower comes out to 60% to Iron Hands. Is this banded? I have no idea because it just got frozen by Ice Punch. Heat comes in on this, but it would go for a pretty free start, I assume. Goes 25. This is AV Hands. It takes basically nothing from that. But Choco Berry in the terrain, Heatran takes basically nothing from that Earthquake here. We go for Earth Power and knock this out. As Ursa is to switch into this, Rocks go up on the Blood Moon, predicting the either Lando or Lucha. At this point, because they can't go for Blood Moon again, I guess he can safely switch out. I was definitely fine with the Rocks play. I think even though like you would like Heatran for like Indeedee for Porygon, they aren't like the biggest threat in my mind, so I get this play. But it's just to sack the Heatran instead, which is fine, but I think because they couldn't go for Blood Moon again, you could just go into Lucha, terrain is gone, so you're not burning the seed, and they could just go for the freest CC ever. Latios comes in, you just go get your terrain back up, let your Rillaboom die. Reckonid comes in here, probably get up the whips versus this team with no removal outside of Latios. Regator goes for DD, gets Toxic. Goes for one more, but still won't be faster than Lucha, so I think this is kind of pointless at this point. Unless Lucha doesn't have the correct EVs. But it looks like it's going to get 1v1 by Arachnid here. I imagine it'd be a double KO here. At this point, it's really down to if Latios can do anything, I think. This is not boot Porygon, so Earth Power isn't going to blow this thing up. It actually lives. This is pretty especially defensive then. It could open up the calc right here and see Porygon Z versus Thunderous or 90. Wow, this spawn just has a what's the deal? 77. I guess this doesn't need that much investment then. This thing's pretty a lot bulkier than I thought it would be. Managed to take out ladders, which is actually kind of huge though. Rillaboom comes in, it gets the terrain back up. Of course, it is full frozen here. ISP managed to get rid of Rilla. And I guess we'll have to see if Halucha and Eevee can take down the rest of this team, but I don't think so with Latios at full HP. I think they should live anything Halucha goes for and just take it down with the Luster Purge, yeah. But it is Eevee time. Manages to hit with the sash, goes for double edge, and unfortunately, Eevee's gonna kill itself right there. But I mean, you gotta kill with it, which is, you know, that's more than a lot of people could say with Eevee. So good job with that one. Second to last battle here. Look at this. Obviously, Cornerstone is a kind of big threat, even with the Virizion right there. This could obviously still have like Aerial Ace. That's why Virizion sticks, because the thing's supposed to wall, just have random flying moves. But also Palafin looks really insane. I have to say, Torn leads into the Palafin right away. Krippon comes hard in on the knock. Takes that U-turn crit to 63. Now Ogerpon's already in a really bad spot. Pronton takes a bit of chip there. Torn comes in as Cold Rock pauses his item list or something. No, if Rizan comes in on Poltergeist, it's gonna get 2 KO for sure, yeah. Kobo Berry gets seen. MBQs, this guy gets busted. Red card actually managed to force it out, but this guy's gone this early is pretty annoying. Raptor comes in on the Wisp, good play. Rayford managed to knock it out though. This was actually physical Raptor than I thought it would. I thought it was coming on Wisp purposefully, but I guess the miss was kind of unfortunate then. Rayford able to come out into the Tornadus. This Torrent barely managed to live that hit. Reckless Raptor extremely strong. Pincer managed to get the nice little Moxie boost here. As T-Tar comes in, we'll see if this is either CC or Earthquake or what. CC managed to take that thing out. But +1 Pincer very strong. This goes for return here. Does this die to like Garble or whatever? Heavy Slam. Nope. Bronze not invested in much. Return take that out. It looks like Pincer should have this battle in the bag. I think Return gets rid of this. Yeah, Pincer has his time and actually managed to take down this whole team now that Golurk did its job and weakens this. Maybe Q got rid of its disguise. Did a bunch of damage to the Verzion. And of course the Staraptor getting that damage on the Tornado so that Pincer could take it down was absolutely huge. Because that was really the only thing standing in the way of the Pincer sweep. These two mods in the end. So very nice battle, and here is the last one for the regular season of the LDL. And this may just be a Glaceon sweep, just looking at the teams. Zero Sword Advisor says this could be like Eevee on Slowking, but if it's... Does Glaceon get combined? I have no clue. I don't know what this thing gets at all. But Pilper leads immediately into Slowking. For the U-turn, probably just gonna see immediates. Chili here. This is Molt Breaker on Exa actually. Gravitas comes in on it. Now we're gonna come back in. Do we see like a Supercell Slam come out immediately? Goes for spin. I don't know. I think Rocks would have been a very bold play right there, but I expected more so like Head Smash or something to come out. But because Slam actually does manage to take out Pelipper here, which means that this probably doesn't have a move to beat down Zapdos then. Flip turn manages to get the Rocky Helmet Gyarados, bring in the Glaceon. Going to go for sub here. This is not Eevee, this is Chili, so we'll see if Glaceon can. It does get combined. See if Glaceon can win from here. Surf does not break through the sub. Goes for another combined. I guess since Chili isn't coming out, this isn't. Is it Encore? Coming in on the sub here. It is Destiny Bond actually though. Sword Power takes out Val in exchange for losing Glaceon, which is actually a very bad trade because Rain is gone and now Glaceon, biggest win con, is gone. Marvelous brings it back, but it's at half HP now. Dragonite gets a DD, managed to take down Palmots. We'll see if Zapdos is able to cheese past this thing. His Stone Edge does not manage to grab the KO, but it is Toxic Zapdos instead. Exa comes in on the speed and it should be over, I believe. It should be over unless the E-Speed proc static. Nope, that means that Dragonite should be able to sweep the rest of this battle. Yeah, looking at this team has basically no answer for Dragonite really at all. After this thing gets boosted, Glaceon at full HP is like the only really decent answer for this thing. Glaceon has enough defense to live in E-Speed, but even so, I think this barely lives Stone Edge at full HP. So that was the final battle for week 9, I believe that's the last battle. We had 9 weeks. whatever. That's the final battle of the main season of the LDL. I'll bring you guys back for the playoffs soon. Hopefully today. I'm taking a break. I want to turn on my AC. See you later.